Horses are hustling to the starting gate at a mile 70 yards. You have less than a minute. Approaching the gate. In the gate first, Would Not Mind, the 9-year-old mare, goes in stall 2. Talkative Jack moving in. Mr. Lovemaker. And outside Showbiz Star. 3 to 5. In the gate for the first of 7. Opening of the gate for the 3, who was prompted by the actions of the 4. Showbiz Star. Mr. Lovemaker popped it open. They look ready again. And they're off and running. A hop at the start for number 4, Showbiz Star. Gives the lead away to Mr. Lovemaker, who is ensconced on that front end with Rainier Arietta. Showbiz Star will find himself back in second, a length from that early leader. Talkative Jack saves every bit of ground around turn number 1 and 3rd, and then Would Not Mind is about 9 lengths from the leader. They go past the 6.5 in the opener. Mr. Lovemaker out by 2 from Showbiz Star, and then a long ways back to the closers, Talkative Jack and Would Not Mind running as a pair. They continue to the 5 furlong mark. It's Mr. Lovemaker still with that 2 1/4 length lead over Showbiz Star. Showbiz Star and Yero Rodriguez, with a faulty beginning, resulted in the bottom end of the exacta halfway home in the opener. Gonna have to negotiate a pretty good journey now up top, with Talkative Jack starting to move up underneath Would Not Mind, who's still the trailer. On that lead throughout, Mr. Lovemaker out by that dwindling half-length margin now. It's Mr. Lovemaker and Rainier Arietta, passed like nothing by Showbiz Star, who gains and goes and could be gone. Yero Rodriguez out very wide around turn number 2. They're in search of the 3/16 pole in the opener, and the 92 for 109-degree heat in Collinsville. Here comes Jack along the inside fence. It could be too little too late to catch Showbiz Star. Talkative Jack is gaining with every stride. Here comes Jack full of run. It's Talkative Jack. The closest way around, gets along so well with jockey Elizabeth Thurman, beat Showbiz Star. Mr. Lovemaker couldn't hang, and Would Not Mind was last. Race 1 now official. Groom of the Week coming up after this presentation in the winner's enclosure. Into the winner's circle steps Talkative Jack and jockey Elizabeth Thurman. Owned by Jody Durham, trained by Mike Durham. Jack is a 6-year-old chestnut gelded son of Talkit out of the sweet Southern Saint Mare. Saints a-hummin'. Bred in Oklahoma by Joe Casey. Winning time for mile 70, 1:44 2/5 of a second. Second choice at 5-2 was Talkative Jack. In our second race, scratch both the 4 and the 5. The 4 and 5 leave us with the 1, 2, and 3 in race number 2. In the winner's circle now, our groom of the week this week hails from the Don Bentler barn. It's Mike Smith, groom of the week here at FanDuel Sportsbook and Horse Racing. Alongside is Kevin Wilburn. Congratulations, Mike. Job well done. over 750 tickets after race number 1 in the Slick Pick 7. We have just over $4,000 in the pool, like 1,300 bet into the carryover. So good luck the rest of the way. Second choice wins the first of 7 races. Just a field size of 3 going 3/4 of a mile. In race number 2, $5,000 starter optional claiming race at the sprint distance. Let's head down to the walking ring or saddling paddock right now. There's a look at the 1 Arch Flyer for the number 1 connections, or right on top of the board is the winning owner, Charles Ritter. Charles Ritter, a lot of purchases from Mr. Stieritz. Ralph Martinez, the trainer of Arch Flyer. Definite chance off a little bit of a respite. Last shown on this track July 3rd, and a handy win, has won 2 of the last 3, and has a big time chance this afternoon. I'm just going to try to get a little cute with my selection with the diminutive size field with Win, Exactas, Daily Double, and Pick 3 wagering coming up. I thought this one would be way too short a price, but you turned the tables on me. This one is the longest shot on the board right now at 2-1. So if we had fixed odds, kind of like what New Jersey is going to have soon, I would lock in 2-1 big time in the second race. The 2 Ashley Elizabeth with Indian Hills Thoroughbred Farm, Jackie King, Frank Randazzo Jr., another one that was last seen with Arch Flyer July 3rd, finished up the track behind Arch Flyer after showing speed and fade. Right now the 2 is at 7-5. Going to be tough to recommend on that alone, but is very, very capable, obviously. 2 races back, you go by that and you're looking, ooh, well, that looks very tasty, but not 7-5. How about the 3 Mary's Last Song for Terry Burdass, owner and trainer. Kentucky bred, homebred 4, the winning owner or the winners of many previous races this year. Terry having a very good FanDuel meeting with Rainier Arrieta. Back-to-back wins after tossing the jockey Alvin Ortiz in back of the starting gate. Just bucked at the start, and he just was like he was in the NFR and one of the Atbauer brothers, and just could not stay on, and she was just very, very rank exiting, and then reeled off consecutive victories. I think has a big-time chance this afternoon at even money with this field of 3. We go happy birthday to No Juice Linders. That's race number 2. Co-sponsorship, Win, Exactas, Daily Double, and Pick 3s. Race number 2, written for Happy Birthday No Juice Linders. Win exacta, daily double, pick 3 wagering, scratch the 4 and the 5. Number 1 is Arch Flyer for Charles Ritter, trained by Ralph Martinez, the rider 1 Molina Jr. 2 Ashley Elizabeth. The rider is Javier Tavares for Indian Hills Thoroughbred Farm, Jakey King and Frank Randazzo Jr. Frank is also the conditioner. 3 for Terry Burdes, owner and trainer and breeder. It's Mary's Last Song, number 3, ridden by Rainier Arietta. 4 and 5 are both scratched. For those of you listening off track, start handicapping for an off racetrack coming up after this race. Front is moving in swiftly from the west, and it is about to hit here pretty hard in the next few minutes after this next race. Remainder of the program looks like this. In the third race, overweights, the 1 Cyclone Attack in the maiden third, +2. The 6 Stars Over Paradise, +1. Fourth race, the 4 Heart of Reason, +2. Race number 5, there are no changes. Sixth race, 2 Defections, scratch the 1, Race to the Finish, and the 3 Galib's Magic. And in race number 7, scratch the 5 McHenry. You still have 4 minutes for all wagers. Win exacta, daily double, and pick 3 wagering in the upcoming second. Just 2 minutes. 1 minute. Heading to the gate. Final wagers for the second. Field of 3 has reached the gate. So as the Thunder and Lightning, moving in, Arch Flyer. Arch Flyer in, Ashley Elizabeth in the dark colors, and Mary's Last Song. Ashley Elizabeth moves forward now. Mary's Last Song, stall 3. Fillies and mares at 6 furlongs, flag is up in the gate. And they're off. Outward beginning for Mary's Last Song. Inward for Arch Flyer, maintains the rail status. Ashley Elizabeth, not content to sit back of the other two, wants to go forward and has part of that lead away. Mary's Last Song will be attentive to the early pace setter, just a half length behind, about the 4 path. Then Arch Flyer maintaining that rail status as they go zipping by the half mile. It's Ashley Elizabeth. Underneath Javier Tavares, out by now a neck and dwindling from the outside runner. Mary's Last Song is almost dead even with that early leader. Watching it all develop as Arch Flyer underneath Juan Molina Jr., now driven with everything that one has. Off that inside rail, right around the early pace setter Ashley Elizabeth, who's back from first to last. 300 yards to negotiate from home. Mary's Last Song. Rainier Arrieta has built up a 4.5 length margin and is out. Mary's Last Song. 4 to 5. Doesn't need the whip. It's over. It's been over for 2 furlongs now. Mary's Last Song going to win by at least 10 over Arch Flyer second, way back to Ashley Elizabeth. Hey, race number 2 sponsored by Happy Birthday No Juice Linders in the winner's circle with friends and family and other cohorts. Welcoming back Mary's Last Song, winner of the second race today. Mary's Last Song, owned, trained, and bred in Kentucky by TAVARES Rainier Arietta, the winning rider for Mary's Last Song, 4-year-old daughter of Albertus Maximus out of Mary Lou's Song by Grand Reward. Off odds, the favoritism obliges at 4 to 5 on your winner, Mary's Last Song. Third race, the 1 Cyclone Attack, 2 pounds over, the 6 Stars Over Paradise +1. We'll see about a holding pattern with the weather that is just really climbing on us right now. So you'll be able to see it online and on the simulcast monitors throughout the country as it comes in, electrical and loud. Start handicapping for an off track, starting with the third race next.
If sweat is your body's natural way of cooling itself down, then condensation is a beer's natural way of saying, drink me. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer.
Once again, welcome back to the paddock. My name is Alex at the track, getting ready for race number 3. There might be a little bit of a delay. We're keeping an eye on the weather right now, making sure things are going to be safe for our riders and everybody abroad. So there may be a little delay. Keith will keep you updated on that. I'm going to go with my non-professional picks for race number 3 in the meantime. I'm going to go with the 4-3-6-2. Late in the day, Alvin Ortiz is the jockey. Blinkers off on his horse might help settle his colt down a little bit. Horse is the most experienced in this field to succeed, so barring anything weird happening, should pull in the victory circle. Number 3, Safe with Victor Santiago, the jockey. Horse has one of the best trainers in the biz, and the training schedule has this horse primed for the race. Santiago in the saddle also brings a little bit of relief as well, so we'll see what happens. Number 6, Stars Over Paradise. Jairo Rodriguez is the jockey. Jockey gives up about 7 pounds, which is a big edge with younger horses. Might race off the pace a little bit, and it might be asking a lot from this filly. And then number 2, Truist, Renee Herrera is a jockey. Great trainers, great jockey, good workouts, everything in place to produce a win. Horse appears to have some good speed, which could spell troubles for others. Again, we will be keeping an eye on the weather. There may be a little bit of a delay. Keith will keep you updated on that. And we'll probably be in a little bit of a holding pattern for race number 3 here at FanDuel Sportsbook and Horse Racing.
Rocket Man Attack. Safe. And outside Stars Over Paradise, the lone filly in here. Stars Over Paradise backs out. She eyeballs things and goes right in the gate now. 6 2-year-olds at 5 furlongs. And they're off over the sloppy going. Cyclone Attack won the break with Roman Cruz aboard. Gets out to a half-length cushion from Rocket Man Attack, who's attentive in second. Stars Over Paradise, 3 deep and well off that inside fence, is third. Truist on the debut is fourth and running a nice one. On the outside of that one is Late in the Day, and Safe is double digits behind. Around the turn they go past the 3/8. Over the sloppy going, it's Cyclone Attack, aptly named for the track conditions. Out to a length cushion over Stars Over Paradise in second. Here's Truist, is produced by Rainier Arietta along the sloppy inside fence. Means Business behind Cyclone Attack. who's built up a 3-length advantage now. Truist going to be swung off the fence, or not today. They can't catch Cyclone Attack. Cyclone Attack is 14-1 and wins handily. Ear straight up, ready to go around again. Save this one for your future plays over the off-going. Going to win by about 9. It was Truist for the placement in second, and then Safe was third. Steward's inquiry involving the start of race number 3. Stewards have hung the inquiry sign involving the beginning, breaking away from the starting gate. Judges have ruled there'll be no change to the official running order. 1, 2, 3, 6 will stand as official. $31.40, $7.40, $3.40 across the board on your 14-1 maiden winner. Cyclone Attack. Cyclone Attack is now appearing in the winner's circle underneath apprentice jockey Roman Cruz. Owned and bred by Lois McCroskey and Donald McCroskey. Trained by Vance Childers, 2-year-old gelded son of Forest Attack out of the City Zip mare, Zip Baby Zip. This Illinois bred stopped the clock, track sloppy, 1 minute and 2/5 of a second. All 6 ran in the maiden 2-year-old third. Slick Pick 7 follow along, 5-2 second choice in race 1, 4-5 favorite in race 2. Longest price on the board in race 3, 14-1. Race number fillies and mares headed to the starting gate. We've reached the gate final wagers for the upcoming fourth. Ronan moves into stall 2. Heart of Reason. Diamonds and Boots. Diamonds and Boots at even money right now. Just waiting on her. Diamond Gucci last in. Other three standing patiently. In the gate, fillies and mares at 3/4 of a mile. Flag is up, and they're off. A very swift beginning for Heart of Reason from the outside stall, but Diamonds and Boots goes forward and has that lead right underneath. Heart of Reason back second. Diamond Gucci well positioned, 5 lengths off the early leadership in third, and way back to Ronan, the late runner, is out the back by 9, off the speed that is Diamonds and Boots. And leading rider Victor Santiago by just more than a length from Heart of Reason in second, and called upon to gather the front runner in. Diamond Gucci well positioned as well underneath Urdio Lopez, has to get back into it. A bit rough gated around towards the 500, and Ronan is catching with every stride. New leader, it's Heart of Reason and Yero Rodriguez on the top of Diamonds and Boots, and here comes Diamond Gucci. And here comes Ronan. The come from behinders gathering up momentum, and they're getting right together. Very tight was Ronan. Ronan now is behind Diamond Gucci, who takes over the lead. So the closers have it. It's Diamond Gucci and Ronan. And the Gooch, Diamond Gucci for Kevin Wilburn, scores by about 3. Ronan second, Heart of Reason third, and Diamonds and Boots faded. Diamond Gucci, owned, trained, and bred here in Illinois by Kevin Wilburn. Diamond Gucci, a 4-year-old daughter of Country Be Gold out of the Cactus Ridge mare. Here's Gucci. The Illinois bred fourth was running a time over a sloppy track at 6 furlongs in a minute 13 and 1/5 of a second. All four ran in the fourth. Diamond Gucci went off at even money. Fifth race coming up in just a few moments at 3:33 in 20 minutes exactly. Headed to the starting gate. Meet Me in St. Louis await the other 5 fillies and mares to load in. Rangoon attack. Abmar. Southern attack. Time break. Last in will be Pretty Gita. Six fillies and mares. Flag is up in the gate. And they're off. Tangled beginning for time break, and coming out last is Rangoon attack. Out with a flash is Meet Me in St. Louis over the sloppy going with Abmar, now poking a nose up into second, underneath and right between Southern Attack, who's attentive enough in third. Then it's Southern Attack who's trying to gain a little bit. Time Break moving forward along with the rail driving Rangoon Attack, and out widest of all, pretty good spot for Pretty Gita to negotiate about 4 or 5 deep from the inside fence. They go left for the only time. It's Meet Me in St. Louis. An apprentice Roman Cruz out by a half from Abmar in close connection on hold. Outside is Pretty Gita moving well. Then a couple of lengths to Time Break, who has to do a lot better, being covered up as she by Southern Attack, and Rangoon Attack is a muddy mess. They go by the 3/16 to the clap of another thunder hit. It's Meet Me in St. Louis by just about 2 lengths from the oncoming Abmeyer, and here's Pretty Gita. Pretty Gita right behind Meet Me in St. Louis, just past the last another 100 yards. Pretty Gita, Meet Me in St. Louis. Pretty Gita. Meet Me in St. Louis, a good second with Abmar third. Then it was Southern Attack, Time Break, and Rangoon Attack. Race number 5, now official. The R.D. Foster's Memorial Race goes to number 6, Pretty Gita, and jockey Erdio Lopez with a riding double. Owned by Dan Ramy, trained by John Weesey. Pretty Gita is a 5-year-old daughter of well-positioned out of the Psalm mare Gita, bred in Illinois by Mr. William Stiritz. The winning time, 1:13 1/5 of a second. Congratulations to the winning connections and Erdio Lopez with back-to-back wins in the 4th and 5th races. Race number 6, scratch out the 1, race to the finish in the 3 Golub's Magic. We'll have 3 going 3/4 of a mile in our 6th race coming up at 3:59, just 18 minutes.
Maryland is America's favorite traveling tribute to Tom Petty.
It's alright. It's alright. Last dance with Mary Jane. One more time to kill the pain. I feel summer creeping in and I'm tired of this town again. Free falling. Yeah, I'm free falling.
Cool. Just 2 weeks from Friday night coming up. That'll be cool. That precedes the St. Louis Derby coming up on Saturday night, the 28th. So make plans to join us. Only 3 in this as we start the late daily double. $10,000 filly and mare allowance optional claimers at 6 furlongs over the sloppy going. Let's take a look at all 3 down to the paddock. Golub's Appeal. We'll start with the 2 for Priscilla Virgran and Gay Bretana. This one has one of the 4 career highlighted wins over and off track. So a little bit to like right now. It's 7-1 currently on the 2. It's about ready to get tacked up in the walking ring. Let's go to the 4, Louis P. Kevin Wilburn in charge. Louis P. is owned by Emilio Jaregui, and Kevin already has a win with Diamond Gucci a couple races back. This one has not been over the off track before, and kind of a plodding sort, but likes to come running around the only bend. Seems to stay a little bit closer than a lot of deep closers do on this track, and doesn't have much to do to go by 2 of them, certainly. We go to the outside runner, who I think is going to be part of that pace, if not on it. Try to take him gate to wire for the Essen Price family is Tiz Hoppin, a 5-year-old daughter of Tiz Deja Vu, shown pace in the past and has a couple of minor awards over and off track. So we are still sloppy here for the late daily double. Win exactas, late daily doubles coming up in race number 6. Scratch the 1 and the 3.
Nothing beats live horse racing with FanDuel Sportsbook and horse racing at Fairmount Park in Collinsville, Illinois. But if you can't make it to the track, you can now watch live on fox2now.com. Tuesdays at 1, Fridays and Saturdays at 7:30.
You can bet win tickets, exacta tickets, late daily double tickets with the scratches of the 1 and the 3 in the upcoming 6th race. Fillies and Mares $10,000 allowance optional claiming race. The purse $12,500. Track still sloppy. Here they are. The 2 is Golub's Appeal, running for owner Priscilla Villagrán, trained by Gabe Bretana with Rainier Arrieta in the saddle. Number 4 is Louis P. for Emilio Jarigui, the owner, and Kevin Wilburn in charge in the barn. Up top is Javier Tavares. And the 5, Tis Hoppin' for Shelley Essen Price, Eddie Essen Price, Victor Balin is up. 2-minute warning. Still have at least 1 minute. They're headed to the gate. They've reached the gate. Golub's Appeal. Louis P. Tis Hoppin'. Three in. Mares all set to go 3/4 of a mile. And we're racing. Good jump into stride for Louis P. and Tis Hoppin'. Also Golub's Appeal to join. But no quicker down the backstretch. Splashing down that path is Tis Hoppin' and Victor Balin, nearly a length from Golub's Appeal. Louis P. content to trail by 2.5. Behind the leader, Tis Hoppin', well from the inside fence with Victor Balin aboard. Now is collared on the inside by the S and Price Red of Golub's Appeal. These two shadowing one another. And sprinting along on the far outside comes Louis P. and Javier Tavares up into a joint second with Golub's Appeal. But on that lead, going to be tough to run down is Tiz Hoppin. Tiz Hoppin, second choice of the backers at 6-5 to nearly 2-length margin to Louis P. now in second. Louis P. looks to the inside while bypassing Golub's Appeal, who's along the fence and is still driving up towards Tiz Hoppin. Three of them going to line up here inside the final furlong. Louis P. has dropped out. Golub's Appeal fights on from the inside. Still, Tiz Hoppin is prominently placed. It's Golub's Appeal, Tiz Hoppin. Golub's Appeal by more than a neck beat Tiz Hoppin, then Louis P. Race 6 now official. Win mutual only, along with exacta and late double action with the field of 3, 980. Play longer than that. Moving into the winner's enclosure comes Golub's Appeal, number 2, in jockey Rainier Arietta with a riding double. Owned by Priscilla Villagran, trained by Gabe Breton, a 6-year-old daughter of Golub, out of the successful Appeal mare, Wildwood Appeal, bred in Illinois by William Sturritz. The winning time, 1:12 3/5 of a second. Track, sloppy. The 1 and 3 did not run. Seventh and final race, we go 1.70 miles over the sloppy going. The 5, MCHENRY, is a scratch. Post time for the 7th and last is in 19 minutes. The field is headed to the starting gate. Field has reached the starting gate, going a mile 70 yards. Left Coast Dreams, 9-2, steps in. Lee's Luck. Penalty shot. Vinkman. Last in Chernovsky. Locked away. And they're off. A perfect dispatch. Absolutely quarter horse to the lead from the inside fence is Lee's Luck. Penalty shot to show some early pace with Chernovsky closer than usual. Left Coast Dreams will be fourth around turn number 1, getting some kickback, and Venkman content to trail by about 8 lengths early on the speed that is Lee's Luck and Juan Molina Jr. Out to almost a 3-length cushion from Penalty Shot in second in the Nesbitt Walker Green. Inside Left Coast Dreams head strong, throwing the head about. Jockey says, whoa down. On the outside of that is Chernovsky, and way out the back is Venkman by double digits. The speed is truly on. It's still Lee's Luck by 2. The trio that toes behind is Left Coast Dream right between Penalty Shot and outside to Chernovsky. And Venkman has about 18 lengths to make up on the front-running quadrant. Lee's Luck still out there by a length and a quarter and widening again. Chernovsky gains with every stride on the outside with Penalty Shot dictating between. Left Coast Dreams has to do better, and closing in from far back is Venkman, but not doing enough yet. Heads to the quarter pole. Lee's Luck still out to a length lead over Chernovsky outside. Guided to the inner fence is Left Coast Dream. These are the two to decide it, but wider to Penalty Shot has a big-time stride coming, and Chernovsky is gaining just ever so slightly. Deep stretch, Left Coast Dreams trying to go back-to-back and has it wrapped up. 8-1? Are you kidding me? A good second for Penalty Shot and a photo with Lee's Luck. Then Chernovsky and Venkman never gave himself a chance. Well, the winners of the 7th race bookended the winners of the opening race. Jody and Mike Durham and Victor Balin aboard Left Coast Dream, number 3. 7-year-old gelded son of Haynesfield out of L.A. Dreamin' by Silverhawk, bred in Kentucky by Barrington Jones. Winning time 1 mile 70 yards, 1:45 2/5 of a second at 8-1. We will have a Slick Pick 7 carryover for Friday evening. First of 7 at 7:30. In the 7th race, number 5 was a scratch. Victor Balin with a photo bomb. Thanks again to all of you for sticking out the weather delay we had between the 2nd and 3rd races this afternoon. Hope to see you back here very, very soon. Remember, just a few live racing performances. Couple of Tuesdays, Fridays, and Saturday nights ready to roll for you. See you back here Friday night at 7:30. You take care, drive safely, stick around, bet on some baseball and whatnot tonight over at FanDuel.